Hey everybody, Mark Peterson here. I want to give you my #1 tip for shooting a muzzleloader, and that is consistency. What does consistency mean? It means that every time I shoot this muzzleloader, the load is loaded exactly the same. Let me go over how we do that. Starts with 209 primer. I use Parker Production bullets, 325 grain, exactly the same every time. Blackhorn powder. The key with blackhorn powder and any powder that you shoot is to make sure to weigh it versus doing a sight line. Use a grain scale. So what I shoot is 100 grains out of here. I'm going to show you the difference. This is 100 grains that's been weighed. This is 100 grains by sight. So not only is there a big difference, but this one's exactly the same every time. When I go by sight, I'm always going to be a little bit off. That's why I always use a grain scale. And once you've got your powder weighed to the grain, I use a funnel. And this one I use bright red so I can always see it in the field, to make sure that you fill all of the grains of powder down your barrel. Gunworks has a muzzle brake on here, which is awesome for cutting down recoil, but if you just pour the powder down in there, a lot of the grains will get stuck on the side. So with the funnel, you make sure that they all go straight down the barrel. Now that the powder's down the tube, make sure that it's seated the same exactly every time. So what I've done to do that is I've made a little cheat mark on the rod here. So I make sure as I seat it, I always have to get to that mark to make sure that it's seated correctly. So when I shoot this gun 100 times, it's seated the same 100 times. If you can get consistency shooting your muzzleloader, especially with this Gunworks muzzleloader, can guarantee that you'll have better accuracy in the field. If you're interested in looking at the full product review that I've done on the Gunworks muzzleloader, make sure to check out my YouTube page. For other cool content, make sure to subscribe.